Sup guys, it's me, it's Jacob. Welcome back to another reaction video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at JAYLEN WADDLE for the very first time. I didn't even see him in the college football playoffs because he was injured. But there has been a story floating around that he may be back for this national championship game. So I thought, on the off chance that he does come back extremely early from his broken ankle and make it to the national championship game, I thought I'd better have a look at some of his highlights before then. Now there's a video that's come out 2 months ago after he broke his ankle. It's by RS Highlights. It's his career highlights, 2018 to 2020. So I'm going to click on that video. It's 6 minutes long. Before I watch that, I will look up this man's stats and then we'll get into it. 5'10", that's surprising. Okay, so he's smaller than Devontae Smith. He's smaller than Devontae Smith. From what I saw of him, maybe it was because he was 5'10" that he looked much bigger and much more shredded. But to see that he's 5'10", 182 pounds, I'm not quite sure what to think. As a true freshman at Alabama in 2018, he was named the SEC Freshman of the Year after recording 45 receptions for 848 yards, 7 touchdowns. What? 45 receptions for 848 yards. That's an average of almost 20 per reception. As a punt returner, he also returned 16 punts for 233 yards and a touchdown. So he averaged more yards per reception than punt return. Okay. Returned to the Crimson Tide for his sophomore season, recorded 33 receptions for 560 yards, and scored 6 receiving touchdowns. Also returned to punt 77 yards for a touchdown against LSU, which I'm sure we'll see, and a kickoff 98 yards for a touchdown against Auburn. He was named first team All-SEC as a return specialist. On October 24th, 2020, during his third season at Alabama, he broke his right ankle when he was tackled while returning the opening kickoff in a game against Tennessee. Okay, so if there's 3 plays we want to see, it's his punt return for 77 yards, kickoff return for 98 yards, and unfortunately, his ankle being broken on October the 24th this year. Alright, these are his career highlights. This was brought out on October the 31st, which was a week after he broke his ankle. Let's get into it. So who's faster, Waddle or Smith? That's the question.
And Waddle matched up, catches it, and once he goes. Second time he's gone today. This time as a receiver. And Rosenberg's punt.
Oh, here we go. 75-yard kick return against LSU with a face mask in there. All right. Imagine that, after getting your face mask pulled like that, you literally got pulled backwards. Yes, it was a 75-yard touchdown, but he went back to the 85-yard mark at Alabama, at home. It was actually 90 yards, pretty much.
The top punt returner in the nation just showed you why. 77 yards.
Top punt return. He loves a punt return. He obviously loves grabbing that ball and, you know, using his awareness to decide in a split second what to do, which when put in certain situations in a game is going to be really exciting.
2nd and 20.
Not necessarily as a kick returner.
2, pump fake, deep ball, man there, got him on the fly, Waddle.
Oh!
JAYLEN WADDLE.
We just saw his speed. We saw his speed, definitely. Finally. Is he faster than Devontae Smith? This is amazing. Look at this.
Jones on a 2nd and 22. Pump fake, deep ball, man there.
See, now that ball, if it was, I'd say probably 4 or 5 yards further forward, he wouldn't have had to turn around, he wouldn't have lost any speed, and it would have been a touchdown all day. But he did have to turn around slightly. And it's at times like this when you need that elite out-and-out acceleration and speed to catch the ball, turn back around, accelerate to top speed once again, and score the touchdown. That's exactly what happened here. Look at the speed, bro. Look at that!
There's nobody gonna catch him. JAYLEN WADDLE, touchdown.
Impressive.
With Tua Tagovailoa. Play fake. Tua loads it. Goes deep for Waddle. Got him in
This is 2018.
Waddle down the sideline. You can forget about it.
Oh, you can forget about it, right? He's got amazing speed. But that must have been 2019 because we've got Tua throwing it to Waddle.
Looks that way. Wants to go deep and will. Waddle has got it on the run. And he's gone.
He's got faster over the years. He has.
JAYLEN Waddle. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts in for him. And Jalen comes up throwing down the middle. Jalen Waddle. Jalen to Jalen.
Oh! Amazing! Amazing! Do that in the NFL.
Collects it. Looks downfield. Running free. Jalen Waddle. Inside the 10.
It's moments like that you wish you could get up and keep running.
Watch the receiver Judy right here work across the middle, which occupies the middle safety. Take the safety away, open up the middle. It takes
Jerry
time.
Jeudy.
Good job by the offensive line, and the true freshman extends at 5.
Jalen Waddle from about the 2. Tried this last time. Ended up with a penalty. This time into the open field. Jalen Waddle.
How are they getting this camera angle?
He's going to catch him. They'll take it. Coast to coast. Touchdown, Alabama. When he knew that Auburn defender had an angle on him, watch from about the 25-yard line in. Right there. When Ness said no one's going to catch him.
And Waddle will field it at the 37-yard line. This guy can fly. As you see the big hit, as he comes around the corner, he looks for daylight in front, cuts it back to the middle.
You are joking.
See ya! 63 yards.
Tagovailoa throws complete. Waddle in full stride.
Fuck, bro, the speed. Because he's 5'10", right? He looks a little bit slower, but he's rapid. He is. I don't reckon he's not a 4'3", but he is a 4'4" something.
Touchdown, Alabama. Right there it is. I see it.
Beautiful speed.
34-year-old Ryan Walters. He brings pressure on Jones. They didn't get.
But it's not just the speed that I look at, guys. It's the technique as well. It's the clinical technique, you know. It's
13-0, Alabama.
whenever I think about technique, whenever I think about clinical sprinting styles, I always think of Christian McCaffrey. But this guy is up there.
To the end zone, in stride to Waddle.
Did they get it away? Apparently so. Quick throw out. Jalen Waddle.
My God. See, that is a punt returner playing as a wide receiver. That's looking for gaps, seeing the gaps before they even happen, stepping yourself this way, that way, so that you can step right through that gap at the exact right time. We saw Devonta Smith do it. We're seeing Jalen Waddle do it. They're elite receivers. That's what they do.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
How you like that?
Ryan Robinson, the tailback. Play fake. Mac Jones wants a bunch. Going deep. Out there and caught.
Nice catch. I'm going to say that his celebrations, post-touchdown celebrations, got to be one of my favorites. It's the most simple, probably my favorite so far. Just stand there, looking at the camera, be like, what? What? I ain't dancing. I don't need to. I just scored a 60-yard touchdown.
Here's the left-hander. Tua Tagovailoa. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Well, that was creative.
Calling before the play. And then he went and made a huge tackle. Mac Jones airing it out for Waddle.
Mate, you got some balls to put it up there.
Shrine of Missouri. Waddle does a great job of elevating.
Oh! Takes the contact but holds the ball.
For the first time. And their best starting field position. And it's not very good. Waddle's going to flip the field right here all by himself. Jalen Waddle staying on his feet.
Saw about 2 dead legs there. We're definitely going to have to break that down.
Up with 2 hands for the first time.
Look at this. Gets the ball. completely flat-footed, right? Okay, first we stutter step and a dead leg. Gets past the first guy. A second wee dead leg gets past the second guy. And I can't really remember what happens after that.
He goes up with 2 hands.
So we got a wee stop and go, another stop and go.
And it's not very
cuts
good.
inside.
Waddle's going to flip the field right here all by himself. JAYLEN Waddle staying on his feet. There goes Waddle. Plus territory. Waiting on the convoy.
Ah, use that speed, mate. Oh, no way, he's not going to finish.
Waddle towards the pylon. And bumped out, third best in the country. Trying to put up
Hard
their
luck.
first.
How many touchdowns did he get this year? Probably not going to tell us, is it? JAYLEN Waddle stats, here we go. Listed officially 5'10", 182 pounds. 2020 season, he got 25 receptions for 557 yards. At an average of...
Grammarly is your personal writing assistant for clear emails, confident messages.
Shut up. At an average of 22.3 yards per reception. 2018, 45 receptions for 848 yards and an average of 18.8. 7 touchdowns. 2019, 33 receptions for 560 yards, an average of 17 with 6 touchdowns. 2020, 25 receptions for 557 yards and an average of 22.3 and 4 touchdowns. It was almost as if this year he knew something was going to happen. He knew he was going to get taken out of the game, so he just balled out and he's like, fuck this, you know, I want to get 500 yards. I've only got 25 receptions to do it in. That means I'm going to have to average over 20 yards per carry, and that's exactly what he did. That's amazing. That's incredible. His last 4 performances before getting injured, guys, this is fucking tragedy. This is an absolute tragedy. In a win against Missouri, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Texas A&M, 142 yards, 1 touchdown. Ole Miss, 120 yards, no touchdowns. UGA, Georgia, 161 yards, 1 touchdown. 6 receptions for 161 yards at an average of 26.8. He was averaging crazy numbers before getting injured. And so I suppose it's no wonder with those stats in mind that he was in the running for the Heisman Trophy. What an absolute tragedy he got injured. But for him to come back and play this weekend, that's going to be some comeback. We'll have to see.
Points this afternoon. Going to the end zone here, and there it is. Touchdown. Alabama, 21 yards. JAYLEN Waddle with the touchdown catch.
And there's his second completion.
Oh no. Oh no. What's going to happen here, guys?
Hitting Waddle in stride.
We're going to see some amazing speeds in full flight.
95 yards.
Incredible. Look at this, just a quick wee slant, right? Quick wee slant, 1 cut, beats his first man, it's an out and out race between this guy here, the opposite cornerback, and JAYLEN Waddle. And from this angle, this is going to look even better. It's funny because from the side, his running action really does look as if it's completely up and down, completely straight. But from behind, he does actually waddle. I'm not going to lie, it's a play on his name, but he does kind of waddle his body back and forth as he runs. I mean, it's effective. It's definitely fast, but it is interesting.
We've already seen number 17 for Alabama this game. He doesn't need a lot of space.
He is really using his arms to propel him forward, I think. I think that's what we're seeing. Which is what they say. You're only going to go as your legs are only going to go as fast as your arms are going to go. Oh, don't fall over. Okay, done. JAYLEN Waddle in the bank. Boom. Thank you for watching, guys. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Leave that to me. That's my job, not yours. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you are supporting JAYLEN Waddle in his comeback through the combine, draft, and into his rookie season, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe for more. I will be following this guy and Devonta Smith and Trevor Lawrence and any of the other running backs that I haven't looked at. I'll be following them very closely throughout this year, because it does seem to me that the top 5, top 10 college football players do tend to continue on and have successful professional football careers, which makes me happy because it's not like that level is that much higher, you know what I mean? The guys are bigger, all the guys are the biggest and fastest and strongest in the nation, but when you've got certain attributes about your game, especially when you're a skilled player, I feel like they can definitely cross over into the professional game effectively, and I feel like that's what we're going to see from both of these Alabama wide receivers. That's my opinion. Let me know what yours is in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.